Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. My name's Josh. Thanks for joining me. I'm getting ahead, so I'm not even in the country right now. I'm actually in New York, which is what you're seeing right now. I'm going to see the Macy's Day Parade. I'm very excited about it, but I've gotten ahead in videos, and so they're kind of like shorter videos, but things I've kind of been on my mind for a little while or on my docket that I just want to get cleared before Snarkmas happens, because maybe they'll be added to Snarkmas, because today we're talking about someone called Alexandra Sabol, who is also known as Donut Mom, and another one called Mama C. Now, these are two of the most disgusting content creators on TikTok, and it's an emerging topic on TikTok that like the gross people are starting to get famous, like for being gross, for on purposely being gross. They're like Doherty Dozen level disgusting. So let's talk about it. Hey everybody, before we continue on to the video, I want to talk to you about Cash Giraffe. Cash Giraffe is a free gaming loyalty rewards app, and it lets you earn real money just playing your favorite games. I do it all the time, and I make some cash. And you don't need to put a credit card in at all. And then you grant it permission to track the progress of the game. And don't forget, they never collect or share your personal data. That's just so they can track the game you're playing so you can get paid. And then often, if you look in the thing, there's a bunch of games you can play, 1 or 2 games or even more depending on what you're doing. You choose that game, download it, and start playing. You play, you level up, and you earn gems automatically. And you can cash out using PayPal, Amazon gift cards, and top brand coupons, and so many more places. You're already playing games. Why would you not want to get paid for them? So many people in my community have already downloaded Cash Giraffe and they're already making money. Just check the comments below. And the thing is, you only need your email to collect the rewards. There's no putting your credit card in or tons of personal information, and that's how you collect it. So many people love Cash Giraffe, and I have so much fun doing it, and here's why. Totally free, no ads, no fees, no credit card, nothing like that. Trusted payouts, over 10 million USD already to this day have been paid out on this app. They have daily and weekend promos, so if you play during those times, you get extra payout. And all that while discovering new games that you might just really love. And I like that they actually keep your data private and secure and safe. That's really important to me, as you know. So it's just like there's really no downside to this. Are you already playing games on your phone? Why would you not get paid for it? That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to tell you here, is to get Cash Giraffe and get paid to play some games. So I click it here, Cash Giraffe, boom, open up the game. And then it says, here's my first task for 770 gems. I just got to start playing. So I press start playing, boom, open the game. There it is. This one's called Tasty Travels. I like Tasty Travels. Do you? It says ask app not to track or allow. Just hit allow on that. So now it knows that I'm playing the game and it can track and give me the gems, and so I can cash out again. PayPal, coupons, Amazon, whatever you want. And if you download using my link today, get up to 3,999 coins. Get your free stuff, yo! It'll kickstart you in your journey to getting more gems and more rewards using Cash Giraffe. Go get it today. And again, thanks Cash Giraffe for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to it. All right. So the first one I want to talk about is someone who's been on my For You page for a little while. Her name is Courtney XOX Mama C. And she is a stay-at-home recovery and mental health advocate. Main count banned at 470. I would be so pissed if my account was banned at 470K. But this woman is famous for making rage bait. All she does is make rage bait, and she doesn't put her teeth in on purpose. It bothers the shit out of me that she just doesn't put her dentures in. Okay, she has dentures, but because it makes her look more trashy, she won't put them in. The point is being trashy. Doherty Dozen kind of made this like mainstream, where the point is like Doherty Dozen makes millions of dollars, has made millions. I don't know if she's there anymore, but at the peak of her channel was bringing in millions of dollars a year. Okay, to the tune of, we counted her on camera spending $945,000 one year on just bullshit. Nothing, no houses, no cars, maybe a car. I think a car might have been in that. I'm not sure, but like nothing crazy, just normal living, $945,000. In that same period of time, she could have bought a home that fits all her kids. She could have bought, got her kitchen renovated. She could have like a million things, finished her basement, whatever, right? But the point was for her to be like, well, this is me, and I'm just like you guys. No, man, even people who don't have a lot of money have better standard of living than you do. Okay, the point is to be trashy. The point is to look trashy. The point is to be like, I guess they want to be like approachable. They want to be like, hey, we're not above you. And because a lot of people love when they follow an influencer from the beginning and they have humble beginnings. And then Love Meg is a perfect example of this. Love Meg came from a trailer. She did cooking and cleaning videos and people loved her sweet accent and all this. And then all of a sudden she got too big for her britches and she started moving to mega mansions and like buying $15,000 couches that just no one could sit on and like just doing crazy shit. And then where's she now? Nobody likes her. To the point where she made her own cleaning thing and it just completely bombed. And now she's kind of gone, right? Bits of Bish, same kind of thing. These people, she has to get a real job now, by the way, if you didn't know that. She went and got a real job. And so a lot of people just, they love the humble beginning of somebody and then they don't like it when they make it. And so what some of these people want to do is not tell you that they've made it, not tell you that they're making money. They want you to be like, look, I'm poor because I have no teeth. This woman at 470,000 followers, she has 24,000 on this new account with 434,000. She was making money and still is making money on TikTok. But she comes across like she's pouring on welfare. And if she is pouring on welfare, she's got a funny way of showing it. Because she does get into the rage bait about EBT scandals, and she's like, well, the government wants to come take away my new BMW. Like, I'm going to show you some of the content. This is the kind of stuff that gets people watching because they believe her. The only way to combat this type of bullshit, these lies, is to just not watch it, to not engage with it. As soon as you see it, recognize it, and walk away or block. Like, that's literally it. Follow me on my other channel called Unfollowed, because that's what I encourage people to do. Don't follow these people. As soon as you see their shit pull up in your FI, scroll past really quickly so it doesn't embed into your algorithm. I built my algorithm. If you guys, if you don't know what it means to build an algorithm, here I'm going to explain it to you very simply because a lot of people don't know, and I think you should know, especially if you have kids that are on the internet. Okay, your algorithm watches what you like. If your eyeballs spend 2 seconds on some video and then 8 seconds on another video, it's like, this person clearly likes that other video. This is why whenever I see a big old pair of boobs on my page, I scroll by as quickly as possible because the Instagram knows if I linger, it's going to send me 50 more of those. Ask any man on that platform. I don't even know if women, it happens to women, but it happens to men. Okay. And so when I see a funny video, I will linger. I will let it repeat. I will watch it a bunch of times. I will read all the comments and I will be like, algorithm, this is what I like. And my algorithm is pretty good. But sometimes it tries to throw a bunch of milkers in there. It really does. Okay, it's relentless. And sometimes you get some stuff that's really offensive, and you laugh at it. So you get. The other day, I just got a whole slew of shit that just made you cry, just break your heart, like animals dying and people having funerals for their dogs and people helping grandmothers and that Coco song at the end when he's singing to his grandmother and then she starts singing. Like I was uploading and people on my Instagram were like, stop posting these. I was making everybody cry. The algorithm knows. It's like, it's almost so like, guys, you don't understand how intuitive an algorithm is. Okay. It's artificial intelligence now. It's even more powerful than it ever was. It knows what you want before you know it. It's based on all of your previous scrollings, doom scrolling, what you like, what you've bought, everything else. It's scary and interesting at the same time. Like if you're into technology, you kind of like it and you kind of hate it. And I like it. But I built my algorithm step by step, right? Brick by brick. And when I go on TikTok, this is the shit that I get because this is the shit that I research. And so when people get this type of stuff, EBT scandals and all stuff, they watch it and they linger on it because it's like watching a train wreck and you're like, how can this possibly be a thing? How is this possible that these people exist in the world? And so this is Mama C and her content. I'll just scroll through a bunch. I went through her most popular stuff, and this is what made her most popular. And this is account, again, she's probably reposting from her old account that got banned, but this one got her the most followers. And it's, here it is. My cheating husband is texting his hot, young, blonde, tattooed girlfriend that he met on Snapchat while me, his fat, ugly wife, is speed cleaning the house. This woman doesn't clean her house, by the way. While sick, he's been talking to this girl for over a month, even sending dollars to her, but joke's on him. The hot, young, tattooed blonde that he's fallen in love with is actually his fat, ugly wife, me. The dollar he's been sending to what he thought was her, me, and I'm not telling him anytime soon I'm enjoying this game. Stay toxic, ladies. Now, the toxic one is not the lady. I mean, both of you are, yeah. If you find your husband's doing that, it's time to go, probably. But the thing is that she got 4-something million views on that and tons and tons and tons of comments. But what you fail to realize, and sometimes it scares me for humanity, is that this is fake, everybody. This is fake. 100% fake. I have a friend who sometimes will send me videos and she's like, look at this. And I'm like, that's AI. She gets so mad because she's being duped. My wife gets duped. Lots of people get duped, and we're all gonna continue to get duped. I can almost always tell, but sometimes I'm like, come on now, Josh, you know that's AI. Do a little digging. And so we're getting duped, but we're also being duped by people who create content like this for clicks. Right? No one actually lives like this. And if you are a toxic disgustoid. Okay? Because if you have children living with a man who's doing that, you keep them in that house like that, it's weird. Right? Also, filming it for the internet, for clout, for views, it's toxic. Anyway, it's fake. That's the pinpoint, right? It says, you're not the toxic one, hun. You're the smart one. In the hierarchy of intelligent commenters, TikTok is on the last. It's maybe Snapchat. I don't know. But TikTok is definitely last. Okay? They have the dumbest, most ridiculous people on the internet. YouTube, number 1. Okay? Instagram, got some great funny comment section. Great. Love it. Instagram's great because they will call people out. Okay. Facebook, it's just your grandma who's nice. And then you've got TikTok, who's just full of people who fall for everything. And they're like, it's okay, mama. You can beat your kids. It's fine. We all do it. That's the type of commenter on TikTok. And so what she does is she finds something like only trashy people would be like, what's going on here? And like her tribe is trash. Like she attracts just the trashiest people on the internet because, again, refuses to put her teeth in. She has teeth, refuses to put them in because she wants to be portrayed a certain way, right? The newest one she was on was when the government shutdown happened, and she wanted to capitalize on the food stamp situation. So she did videos like this.
It's been 6 days since my food stamps were taken. Almost $10,000 a month in welfare benefits that I no longer have.
So the reason she's lying is because nobody gets $10,000 in welfare benefits. I can't believe it. And it's definitely not her. I don't know how many kids she has, maybe 2 or 3, but she wouldn't be getting $10,000. And so people believe this. And so this stuff goes viral over on X and things like that for people like, see, this is why we shouldn't give people SNAP benefits. She thinks it's funny. She's collecting on the rage bait, but what she's doing is actually creating a narrative that goes against people who actually need SNAP benefits, because she becomes the example people use to be like, look at the people on it, when she's just lying. When there are truly millions of people on it who need to be on it, and they are a detriment to the entire society on it, because again, they are the example used by people who are against it. See, look at this person proudly admitting she's losing $10,000 a month. Why is she getting $10,000? She's ripping off the government. She doesn't even get SNAP. She's lying to people, right? That's the problem here.
My caseworker just called me. On top of losing everything. And Tippy. And possibly, very likely, not getting any of it back.
I can't stop staring at her rotting teeth. That does bother me. I will give you that.
I now have to pay back over $22,000 in welfare benefits.
Are you from New York City?
So now they're going to be garnishing our disability and my child support that I receive for my kids. So now, I don't know how I'm going to feed my kids.
Maybe don't buy a $100 Nike shirt. Could be something you could not splurge on.
I don't know how I'm going to pay rent tomorrow. $1,100 I have to come up with.
Get a job or something. Here's the thing. People get upset because their listeners say this. She's like, she's not telling you the truth. And she's eliciting a response like I just gave you there. Get an effing job. Like here, free ride is over. Thank you, Trump. Ha ha ha. Nice Nike shirt. Let me say one word, job. $10,000 a month. That's $125,000. Who gets to have that for free? Again, she's lying to everybody because she's rage baiting. Right? But again, is used as the example that people will use to discolor and make those people who actually need this, it throws a stigma on them because she's out here loud and proud about the benefit that she's getting, that she's losing, and that the government should pay her and that taxpayers should fund her, when it's not really happening. And so she is a detriment. It's I don't know how to say, it's like stolen valor, but the opposite. Do you know what I mean? Like the stolen victim status. And so she's out there loud and proud about being a trashy piece of shit when she isn't that. She's faking it, and she casts a bad light onto those who actually do need it. She's a very bad detriment to society, everybody. Okay? And again, trying to piss people off by doing this.
So my oldest son graduates at the end of the month, but I told him he is going to have to cancel it because the day that he walks is the day that I have been planning for weeks now. 4 weeks now to go on my girls' trip.
Yeah. And she wants to piss you off. She wants to be like, look, I'm forcing my son to not walk in his graduation because I want to go on a girls' trip. Like, who does that? Of course it's fake, right? Of course it is fake. She's just rage baiting, and it really, really works. This shit really works. But you can be thankful that these people don't have long lives on social media. They don't have lasting impacts. They go away once people realize and wake up that it's all fake, and then they just have nothing, or they get banned from large accounts, and they're just like, what? And that's it. They collect what they can, and then they know that they don't have a long shelf life on this platform. And then they don't care. And then they'll start another one. But most people wake up. So that's the silver lining of all this. They aren't going to be like longevity influencers. They're flash in the pan. People just wanted to see a train wreck, even though it's all fake, and then they walk away. People grow to this shit real fast, which is good. Ma'am, I have seen your videos for a while now, and the only reason you're not the worst mother on the planet is because Casey Anthony is alive. You're a horrible mother. He'd just be able to walk and get his diploma. Who cares if he didn't graduate? At less he did.
And he promised to watch his siblings. So yes, I told him he is going to have to skip his graduation to watch his younger siblings. I am not going to miss this. Just
You don't have any friends, you toothless monster. Get out of here. Maybe go ask Crystal for a pair of her teeth from Crazy Pieces. Maybe she'll hook you up. Look at this mug. No thanks. Of course, she's got her eyebrows, her eyelashes done. Her nails are always done. Again, she makes money on TikTok, guys. She's on welfare. That's the problem. She is not this type of person, but she wants you to think she is. Why would you want everybody to hate you? That's crazy.
Watch him walk.
It's for low IQ people. That's what it's for.
Aisle. For what? For what? A diploma?
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo. I never graduated from high school. It's not a big deal.
You didn't graduate from Toothbrushing Academy either, apparently.
But he promised to watch his siblings. So that's what's going to happen. Period.
See, she just wants to elicit a rage response from people, and it works. It works every time. Look at the comments. Hired Barbour, CPS would be on speed dial, the worst. You need to cancel your trip. You're a heartless monster. This is the worst rage bait, I swear to God. High school graduation is more important than a vacation. Tell us you're a piece of shit without telling us you're a piece of shit. Again, just collecting, that is what pays her money, people. I need you to understand this. Stop falling for this bullshit. She's so bad. But the fact that she doesn't put her teeth in makes me so mad. Where's the other one that really got her mad? She's been using this same... So she says, I'm babysitting for my neighbor, and this is literally where their toddler's supposed to sleep. Yes, CPS has been called because this is not okay. She's been using this same room full of garbage, and it's almost like she put this room of garbage out so she can make multiple types of content with the same room of garbage. Watch.
Oh my. What the hell?
So the fact that she has a room full of just junk, and it's not dirt, it's basically her just ordering a bunch of shit, and that's where she puts all the boxes and stuff like that, and she put some recycling and stuff in there. So like the room is cluttered, obviously over cluttered, but she did this on purpose, because that video where she's like, I'm at my neighbor's house, because then she reuses that video. Watch.
So I've got CPS here. Right
Come on, yeah. No, CPS isn't there. She's lying to you.
What are your names again? Okay.
They're literally not there. She's lying to you. And she'll use, and like, this is crazy because people actually do struggle in this type of world. And they're using this for that.
I'm going to show you what they are trying to tell me. I'm going to show you what they...
So what she does, she's setting up in the video to be like, look, what they're overreacting. They're not in there anyway. They wouldn't let her do this.
Consider filth. A mess. They are telling me I have 24 hours to clean this bedroom up. And
Oh, this face.
that they're going to be back tomorrow morning. And it better be clean. This is what they consider filth.
See, it's the same room. But I thought that was your neighbor's house that you were watching a child in. Right? You see what I'm saying? Like, she has turned this room into this for some reason. And then, hey, I have this messy room I throw all this cardboard and shit in until recycling day. and I'm going to use this room now for content. That's all she does. And the thing is, TikTok is so full of morons that they believe it. That's the craziest part here. Is she joking? Yep, safety hazard. I had this open CPS a case a year ago. They took my kids based on false health claims. Spent a lot on lawyers with no results. A friend suggested a PI and FB who handles legal docs, custody, whatever. Thank God for CPS. Can't be real. That's fire hazard, blah, blah. Like, again, just people falling for the dumbest shit. She did a video where she's like, that's her neighbor says, and now it's her house, right? And she's like, why would CPS take my kids? Like, again, the worst is the things that shouldn't even be joking about, she jokes about for rage. She wants you to be mad. She wants you to elicit a rage impulse out of you so that she can collect in the views, right? Because it's like trashy and proud. And like, I'm so trashy and I'm so proud of it. And I'm going to make money doing that. You got to give her credit though. She's smart for doing it. Although it's not longevity for her, but she's going to collect while she can.
So not only did the state of Michigan take my food stamps, my cash assistance, my Section 8, my disability case, my 6 kids' disability cases. Not only did they take all of those for a whole year because of welfare fraud, they are taking my child support. So my $600 that I get every single...
She's just lying. There is one, though, that really pisses me off. Again, she keeps doing... Whatever hits for her, she'll continue to do, right? CPS would give me 48 hours. First of all, they give you 24 hours. Now they're doing 48 hours. Where was the big one? That a lot of people... This one.
I just bought the new iPhone 16 with my child support check that I get...
Like, ew, right?
Every
like,
month.
why even joking about it? Don't be it. Because, again... The world has a stigma attached to people who are like single moms who use their checks and their child support checks and they get their nails done, their hair's done, it doesn't go to their kid. And we have this thought about those people. And it does exist. It does happen, right? But it doesn't always. But we have this stereotype that exists inside of society that we look down upon people because of people like this who come out there and are loud and proud about what they have and what they're taking away from the kids and what they that's the kind of thing. And she doesn't even do that, but she's capitalizing on that, right? She didn't buy an iPhone 16 with her child support check. She's lying to you. But what she's doing is adding to that noise and making it so that people believe it, so that there's this hatred created and this division caused between everybody. And then this video is shared as if it were real amongst other people in different sects of the society. And then it creates this real bad division. It's actually quite crazy. There's an underlying shit that's going on here that's why we're covering it.
And now my daughter's father is threatening to call a friend of the court and tell them that I'm not using child support for the kids and I'm using it for myself. Of course, I'm using it for myself. It's child support. Mm-hmm. I use it for my nails. I use it for my lashes. I use it for whatever I need as a mother. That is child support.
Again, nobody's this f***ing dumb, but they are this dumb. That's the problem. She's sitting here and just making this shit up, and people are eating it up in the comments. I cannot believe people believe this, but they do. That's the problem. TikTok is full of dummies.
That means that's my support for my child. Okay? So if I want to...
So it goes to your nails and your eyelashes. We got it. Like, she's trying to explain it to you, but makes it worse on purpose. Again, you got to give her credit, because she's good at faking it. She's good at making up weird scenarios that piss people off.
Use it on myself, I will. That's not my child's money. I have paid for every damn thing since that little girl has been born.
I can't even listen to this. I hate her. Child support's for the child. Child support is to support the child, not you. It's again, just thousands of comments that she doesn't even read, and she just laughs all the way to the bank. It's not for you. It's called child support because it's for the child, not for you. Again, we all know. She knows too, but you're getting rage baited, and you're falling for it. You'd be a terrible fish in the sea. Again, in videos, she's claiming to carry Drew Jenkins' baby because the Jenkins story is another it's like they have this little Section 8 part of TikTok. That's what it is. It's like Section 8 TikTok, where all these lowlives who rage bait and are make you want to hate them because of the way that they live and they don't want to change, they'll get out here and they have their own little section. This is all just a bunch of weirdos that exists in this platform. She's not carrying Drew Jenkins' baby. That's crazy that she would lie about something like that. Here, she was banned.
TikTok, please do not scroll. Please do not scroll. If you do anything today, just listen to this video and help me get my main account back. My main account is COURTNEYY_XOX__. Go to TikTok's official page.
Shut the f up. Nobody's doing that. She says every account you should have should be banned. You're dangerous. You harm people. And that's honestly what I'm talking about. The rage that she creates is meant to create rage for a whole subset of society. And it's not, and those people just try to live their life and mind their business. When there's people out here rage baiting on their actual life and the struggles that they're going through, she uses their struggles to rage bait on here. She's not going through these struggles. That's the thing. Again, the opposite of stolen valor. Do you know what I mean? Stolen victimhood. Where's the one about the BMW? Oh, you guys are gonna be pissed.
Oh!
No! What is coming out of my gums? Is a dental emergency? She just put something in there. Oh my god, I know that's fake, but it's disgusting. That's disgusting. And she's like, again, she can put her teeth in and be fine, but she won't put her teeth in because she needs to look trashy. That's her whole thing. She needs to look a certain way.
Oh my god, bro.
Help TikTok. How do I get them to review my wrongful suspended account so I can get it back? TikTok was a wrongful ban due to targeted harassment. You deserved everything you got there. Not gonna lie. Where's the BMW one? Anyway, I can't find. Basically, she did a video being like, I'm living in Section 8 housing and they're taking away my housing because I have a BMW. Why can't a mom drive a BMW? Like, it's just crazy. So if you're watching this, guys, and you're on TikTok, unfollow this lady, and if she shows up on your FYP, scroll by real quick. So the algorithm understands that you don't want to see this shit. Okay? She's absolutely disgusting. Another one like that is a lady named Alexandra Sabol, and she's got almost 1 million subscribers. She went famous for being like, prepare breakfast, dinner is a lazy mama 5, or prepare breakfast. Where's the breakfast one? I don't know where it went, but this is her most popular. 92 million views. Dinner is a lazy mama 3 for my family 5. You like some meat with your breadcrumbs?
She said, so you so silly.
Look at her stove. Again, this is by design, everybody. Maybe they are messy, sure, but anybody who's going to make a cooking video knows that if you're going to do something and you want to portray yourself as something, you clean your stove. She doesn't clean her stove because she knows she's going to get 1 million comments on how disgusting this stove is. That's what she does. This is done on purpose. Dinner, no end result tonight. I wasn't feeling the best.
Bella, bring it to the whole pack. Bella. Oh, I was talking to Brooklyn for a second. Oh, I got.
Why does that have 92 million views? There's no commentary, there's no comedy, there's nothing funny about it. It's because she's a zoo animal living inside what looks like Section 8 housing, in a disgusting mess. And people are watching because we're enthralled by it. We're enthralled by it because it's disgusting. And so she's like, wow, that went crazy. And then she did one where she's serving her kids breakfast and it's just feeding them donuts and shit like that. It went mega viral too, because that's what she pins it. And it's not, you have no shame when you pin the worst video and what makes you look gross. If you pin it, it means that you did it on purpose. God, I'm still counting my blessings. You getting ready to deal with the hundreds of stalkers I have on a daily basis. So here's her most popular videos. I always sort by most popular. Plate lunch for my 1-year-old. Plate dinner. So here's this one that got her.
We got pizza.
Try full pieces, please.
Damn.
I said no.
So I want 2 pieces of cheese and 1 pepperoni.
See? See? Who else does that? Who else does that? The slamming of things. Who else does it? Right? There's ASMR style things on here that actually is relaxing to watch. Mom's cleaning the kitchen and they're like tick, 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 and they're like it's all kind of cute and they're like tapping and they're moving things around and tap tap, putting cans in the fridge and like restocking the freezer. It's like, you know, it's nice. This one, like Dr. D doesn't, thinks that slamming things around and smashing them gets you the opposite of the reaction, but it gets you the reaction nonetheless. Dr. D does the same thing. She could be the tappy mom, right? But she can't be because she's a douche. So she slams and smashes everything. She's like, I don't care what you guys think of it. It gets me paid. That's what she does it for. There's no other reason to smash your kid's food and throw things around. Like you don't care. Well, you obviously don't care because look at yourself. This woman needs a CPAP machine just to live life, not sleep, to live life. She snores while standing up, being awake. One good thing about these types of creators who create rage bait, this woman is going to die soon, like of heart disease, 100%. Like she must have diabetes. Her arms are thicker than a tree trunk. I was like, don't fat shame Josh. I'm just telling you guys, this is like the reality of this person. She was never good before, and now she's worse after, and she has to double down on being the worst because now it's what gets her paid. Isn't that crazy? So she's being rewarded for being a shitty person, a shitty mom who feeds her kids nothing but garbage, and that is her reward now. And so her kids will only ever get this now. So if she ever was going to make a change, because a doctor said it or something like that, or a teacher was concerned, she never will now. Because this is how she makes her money.
Oh, no. What did I get?
8-year-old's plate.
It's 9.
Jace is 8.
9. Some cheese, please.
6-year-old's plate.
No.
Pepperoni with it because she's complaining to me.
Someone's like, why does a family of 5 need 4 pizzas? I know, right? You need 2 max. Because they are big backs. Look who's talking. 6-year-old and 3 pieces of pizza. Your kids are going to be 100 pounds by the time they're 10. That's kind of normal, though. Someone says that's kind of normal. That is kind of normal. 100 pounds at puberty level is normal. They probably meant to say 200 pounds. Glad my parents actually cared for me. Why can I hear your every breath? This is so sad. Like, not even kidding. 3 slices for an 8-year-old. Now, she has turned off the comments. I don't know why. I'm going to look at a Reddit thread here in a second. But she wants the comments but doesn't. And I don't think she realizes that turning off the comments is going to destroy her... is going to destroy your algorithm. Like, if you're not going to be able to comment and get on there, the algorithm is going to say, oh, people don't want to engage with this. What got her famous? What was the famous video?
Saying my house is filthy because of a video someone edited about me. Because of a hate page that made videos about me. My house is normal, and I will show it to you. This is my living room.
And this is after she cleaned up, by the way, everybody.
A normal mess. I have dog toys and kids stuff right there. My kitchen.
That's fucking messy. Sorry, that's dirty. Open garbage can? That's a good way to get some bugs in there.
That's it. Clutter. No, I don't have maggots. These are all clean dishes. These are the...
Someone's like, why is there a toilet brush? Why is there a toilet brush in the kitchen? Again, that's strategically placed there so that you will comment on it.
Dirty dishes. Those are all clean dishes.
But you put them away. Holy shit, that's a lot of dishes, man.
They're all clean dishes. Clutter, not filth. Clutter. Look, my stove's clean.
This wasn't clean when we saw it earlier.
Clutter. Clutter.
Get rid of it then!
This room has toys in it. This is my youngest daughter's room. This is my
Look, I got some clutter in my house. I'll give you that. But this is beyond clutter, guys.
6-year-old's room.
Everybody's got some clutter, but everybody can look at this and feel better about themselves. That's all this video did. Served people like, okay, I'm not as bad as that. Thank God. Woo! Again, this is after cleaning. I need you guys to know that. This is after she cleaned.
6-year-old's room.
So it was 10 times worse before she cleaned it.
SpongeBob, my 6-year-old drew on the wall. My 8-year-old's room.
Look at her nails are done. Look how much. Someone tell me how much nails like that cost, because that to me looks like it could be hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and yet you can't. Like, that's crazy. Like, don't give poor people money. That's the thing. That's what you should do.
My 8-year-old's room. Normal kid mess. 1 bathroom. And my room. With my bunnies that you guys all...
Of course you have bunnies, too. Of course you do. Of course. I mean, yeah, it's a perfect spot.
About. And yes, they do poop on the floor. And yes, it gets cleaned up every single day.
Oh, my gosh. That's CPS. I'm sorry. If you have literal shit in your home where your kids are playing, that's CPS.
But I have a normal...
You couldn't have cleaned it up?
Mess.
No.
And I'm not going to show my bathroom because my daughter's in there. Keep saying my house is filthy.
Oh my god. See, this was the first one, I think, that she deleted.
What gets me about this mom is that she feeds her daughter foods that have obscene amounts of sugar in it. They are highly processed, and she gives her 1-year-old daughter serving sizes that are appropriate for a grown man. And this mom is obese herself.
That's an understatement.
Giving her daughter unhealthy foods. She's not modeling healthy eating habits for her daughter, which I think we all know as adults will come to bite us in the ass when we become adults.
Oh, and so here's another thing that was going on with this. She was getting called out for being an abusive mom as well. And then I think that's probably where we're at right now as far as Donut Mom is concerned, is that people are starting to call out her abusive behavior towards her children because they said stuff on camera.
Hey, you can sleep in the living room.
It's hot in my room. I'm always hot in my room when I sleep in it.
I didn't say you could sleep in the living room.
I'm gonna sleep in the living room when it's hot in my room.
I bet you this tub of lard has an AC unit in her bedroom, though. Right? But her kids don't, because it's all about her. This woman is so selfish, and I haven't even dived into her videos yet. You can tell she's the most selfish, disgusting piece of shit on this platform so far. Well, minus a few others, but like in the upper echelons of the selfish disgustoids, right? Where she's on live doing this, and her kids literally crying because it's too hot, but she's probably sitting right in front of an air conditioner right now. Oh, you could smell this bitch.
Okay. I got a lint remover.
Oh my god. Okay, let's open a packet. Got a lint remover. You're gonna need that lint remover. You need more than a lint remover. Why has CPS not been called on this woman? And 2 broken windows, so they can't even open their windows.
You got one. Why did you get another one? Dad?
She's not outing me. She has her own bedroom. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It's hot in my room, and that's it.
Her kids are gonna be the downfall of her, and she deserves it. I love when kids cotton on to the power that they do have against abusive parents when it does happen. It doesn't happen very often, but when they do, it happens. It's awesome. Okay? I wish I would have caught on when I was younger to the abuse that I was suffering, but it was normal for me, so I didn't actually know. But some kids do cotton onto it. And then when they get a hold of the proper authorities and stuff, the parents get held accountable because kids, it's very rare, but it does happen. And these kids know that they can call her out online and there's nothing she can do because people are going to take shots like this from it.
You don't have to sleep in here.
Yeah, but you won't let me sleep in there. It's hot in
In
my...
where?
What?
Sleep in where?
In your room?
No, you're not sleeping in my room.
I know, you never let me.
No, I don't.
And her room's probably ice cold, nice and for the summer. But no, you can't sleep in there. It's my room. Like, what are you doing in there? Farting? Why can't she sleep in your room?
That's why I always have to sleep in here. Sleep in your room.
Meanwhile, my kids all sleep on the couch as they please because it's their home too, and no one made it the law. They're not allowed to, if they want, have other beds to choose from. You can hear the baby's distress. Window AC unit is $150. That's it. She has dollars for products, nails, takeout, but can't solve this issue. Yeah, good point. Very good point. You can put a unit in, but she's lazy. She can't carry a unit. She doesn't know how to use a screwdriver. She doesn't know what the hell she's doing. But yeah, she gets her nails done. She gets her shit did. She orders a lot of disgusting food. Crazy. CPS needs to take action. Oh my, what is this? Obsessed with these tops. That looks like a bra. What? What top? What are you wearing?
Donut Mom, aka Alex, posted a video today and we have to talk about it because I noticed something very concerning. So 5 days ago, Alex posted a video of her making mac and cheese, right? 5 days ago. In the video that she posted today, she's like making pizza rolls on a pan and she's taking the sheet pan off of her stove. And on the stove, you can see a crusted piece of macaroni and cheese. So I go to her video from the day before, which would have been 3 days after making the mac and cheese. A piece of mac and cheese is still there. She also had maggots crawling all over her dishes, which could probably be from all the animal feces around the house. But don't listen to the haters, Mama. The flies and the kids are fed. Oh, but for real, this is really getting out of hand. It's the lack of cleaning up after...
Your kids deserve to live in a sanitary house. Okay, at least to some level. Like, if there are bugs, it's time to deep clean. Do you know what I mean? Like, clutter is different. That's different. It can be picked up easily. There's clutter in my house. I got toys everywhere, Legos. We got it. You know, dogs have their toys everywhere. We got beds everywhere, like for the dogs, and blankets and pillows and all that kind of. It's just, that's the way we live, right? But it's when you have bugs, okay? Like, if there is a fruit fly in this house, my wife is on a hunting. She's going hunting. You can't. If there's bugs in our house, we found. I think we found something in our rice once. It was like a little, or it came in a bag of what do you call that stuff? Not lentils, barley. We had a bag of barley. We opened, had bugs in it. We threw out the entire cupboard of food. Unless it was like impenetrable by bugs. Any rice, anything that was open, cereal, gone. Okay, because they came in the bag of that. We didn't bring the house. They came in that bag. So I took it to the grocery. I said, look, and it wasn't, and we had one bag that was open and one that wasn't. I took the unopened bag and went to the grocery store and said, look, and it moved in, there was bugs all in it. It was crazy. I don't like bugs. I grew up, my mother, for all her faults, we had a clean house. My mother was a neat freak. Okay, neat freak. So for all the faults, at least I had a clean home to come home to almost every single day. Because that's what my mom did. So all that to say, people are like making comments like, literally, who cares? There's probably food stuck on my stove too. Clean the thing out. 5 days of a piece of mac and cheese stuck to your stove? No, man. There's no excuse for that. Especially if you're getting bugs and maggots. Your kids should not have to live in filth. That's not fair. Cross-contaminating. There's bugs. There's mice coming in there. It was this one, I think, was the one with powdered donuts.
Okay, I'm late to the party on Donut Gate, but I'm your no BS dietitian, and I need to say my piece. Mom, you're doing a great job. Your sweet girl here has been given some energy to start her day, and sadly, that is more than we can say for a lot of other kids. 1 in every 5 kids, or 13 million kids in America.
She's saying, I could understand it if you're like, okay, you're giving your kid a good start, you're giving him something. But if it's the only thing that you're giving them is trash, as a dietitian, you should probably speak up about that. Don't be an idiot.
I want to preface this video by saying that I'm not judging anybody. I'm not judging anybody.
I will. I'll judge them for you.
For mental health or depression. I know that it makes you do things and makes you not do things that need to be done. But when you have children involved, when you have children living in your house, you need to get your ass up.
Yep.
And you need to clean your house. And that's exactly how I feel about it. I am sick and tired of seeing people on this app normalizing disgusting homes because they don't want to get off their lazy ass and clean, if not for them, for their children. Your children have no freaking choice but to wake up in your home every day and live in whatever environment that you submit them to.
Yeah.
It clarifies
So Donut Mom daughter said during a live interview with her mom hits her.
Like about what just happened.
I don't hit my daughter.
Yeah.
I know that. Excuse me. If you don't stop telling people that.
I'll hit you. If you I don't hit him. Yes, she does. You don't stop it, I'll kill you.
Did she just say yes you do? When Geesh, she's a...
That is not funny, Brooklyn. Do you understand the repercussions that has on me? No. That is not something to joke about. You're not joking.
She's not joking.
This time. I hit you.
She's not joking.
I hit you, right?
So I guess the dad's back there saying, Brooklyn, enough. No, you do hit your children. You can tell that she hits her children.
Right. Because you're lying again.
Well, that got awkward. person doing the interview is like, well, there you go.
So she's doubling down on that one.
I personally, I believe your daughter. I believe her when she said that you slapped her. And then the second time when she said, you do slap me. And so my question to you, you're not the first person who's ever came on my stage. And I've had a discussion about people putting their hands on their kids. In fact, I had a woman come on stage before, and it's actually on the Patreon. It was a spanking debate and hitting kids debate, and she's like, well, what am I supposed to do? And she said she does hit her kids. And I explained, okay, well, what's the problem? What's happening when you're deciding to put your hands on your kids? And she says, well, this is happening. And so I directed her, okay, well, you could do this differently. So my question to you, right, is, are you going to sit on the stage and tell me again that your daughter was lying in the live last night?
Yes, I am. I have never hit her in her face.
In her face?
Have you hit her at all?
I have popped her hand. I have popped her butt. I have never hit her in her face.
That's not what the allegation was, you freaking moron.
So you've given her a spanking and you have hit her hand?
Yes.
Okay, and what
okay, so she admits to abusing her children. Anyway, so this is, again, we're getting kind of out of it, but this is the type of people that TikTok platforms in America, and this is done subversively and on purpose. Okay, here's my tinfoil hat, I get it. It's not really a tinfoil hat, we know this. You can't get this same content in China. Okay, there are countries that ban this type of content. The algorithm does not feed this bullshit to people in China. China would never allow it. Okay? China allows this to happen in the States because, again, it subverts the society. This is what China wants you to think, that Americans are like this, when most Americans aren't like this. But, you know, if you were to go doom scrolling on X during the shutdown, the thing you saw the most was these people out there flexing that they're not getting their EBT, and they're like, well, who's going to pay for it now? I'm going to go steal. You saw that the most when it was probably 20 people. And there's 40 million people who get snapped. So, but we all were fed this insane algorithm that teaches us to hate people who need things, right? And these people feed that, and they capitalize on it, and they make money doing it, even though they aren't the ones even, especially that first Mama C one. She doesn't get the money. And then when they get big on TikTok, like this woman probably claims to be on welfare, she has 845,000 followers on TikTok. She's making a lot of money. Okay? Silver lining is that they're flash in the pan creators. They go away really fast because people get sick of them real quick. Right? Or the truth comes out about them hitting their kids or who they really are, and eventually they just die off. That's how it works, right? Who was the one? Adriel Sigler is one of those who was just like a rage baiter, and then just eventually just TikTok's like, no thanks. And now she has no platform and doesn't make, and she was making big bucks, and now she makes $0. Right? So eventually they get called out because these people's pasts are disgusting. They're abusive. They probably have done some craziness. And the thing is that TikTok wants these people platformed on it because they want us to create a narrative that our brains associate this with certain ways of being. I'm not even lying to you. This is how it really works. And so these people out there are doing a disservice to those people who actually truly need help. And it's disgusting that they do it. It's disgusting that they get rewarded and that they're big. Do you know what I'm saying? So Alexander Sobol Snarks has a Snark page, 4.1 thousand weekly visitors. CPS goes to Donut Mom Alex Sobol's house. For real though, or is it just...
After my video about her went super viral, the CPS ended up going to her house. The girl who did the interview with her, where she outed herself on a whole bunch of horrible stuff, she's the one who verified that CPS did come to her house after that interview. And didn't do anything. Of course they knew everything.
What are they
going to do? They knew about all the...
What are they going to do?
Rabbit poop all over the floor. They knew about the kids being neglected. They knew about all the roaches and maggots in her kitchen. And they knew about the SA allegations between her husband and her on their daughter.
Excuse me?
So what is...
She still lives there, and her husband, there's allegations, and he's still there.
Happening. It's really sad that CPS fails a lot of people.
CPS fails almost everybody. They don't. Their success rate is 0.0000001, and that's just because they caught the person in the act of stabbing a child or something like that, or giving them fentanyl. That's the only... Oh, we had some success. Off. CPS is terrible. Yeah. Apparently she's getting sponsorships. Holy cow. Her dancing videos are something else. Does she dance? She probably shouldn't. Her arms don't even move properly. Guy just slammed the cupboard and said F me on her video. That's nice. Both of these people are breathing like they're in their last legs. Key! Key! Holy shit! What are you making here? What the fuck? Oh my gosh! This is crazy. She just has to stick her fingers in everything. Doherty does that too. I hate to even hint at defending this, but mayo instead of butter and grilled sandwich is amazing. Yeah, but she put it on upside down. Even years ago, this poor little girl is overweight, filthy and holding on to cheese puffs. She can't comb her hair or put on clean clothes to leave the house, but she wants to carry a Louis Vuitton. Of course she does. This is what we don't give her.
I have a cranky toddler, so she's getting an early lunch.
Scissors?
For assuming she didn't just start solid 6 months ago. 1 year old is from 12 months to 24 months. I don't say 18 months, 16 months. I don't do that. I go 1 year old, 2 years old. She is 1, but she did not start solid 6 months.
Okay, I hate this bitch. Played an easy lunch with a loving mom of 3. I thought it was lazy mom. Her boyfriend never fails to make my skin crawl. That's a creepy looking bastard, not gonna lie. Grandma Nurgle. her talking about giving kids a good childhood. If you had a bad day, remember it's a bad day, not a bad life. Feel all the feelings, take some deep breaths, close your eyes, relax, shut up. Parenting doesn't come with a handbook. Well, there are certain things you can do and that just become, a human thing that you don't do. And neither does life. So feel all the big feelings and remember that no one's perfect. The important thing is that you try to get shut up. As stressed as you might be today, remember one day your house will be completely clean, your sink empty, and you will be surrounded by silence. In those moments that you'll miss the chaos. No, your kids will never speak to you ever again. I promise you that. Yeah. We have 18 years to give them a good childhood. Let's make the best 18 years we can. We'll have more time with them as the adults. She's trash. Please don't dance. Gourmet meal for 66% of my kids is a mom of 3. She calls gourmet McDonald's,
Hey guys,
obviously.
it's Alex, and I have a dinner haul part 2. This is the next day after the other one was recorded, but they won't be posted.
I can't. Listen.
And some blueberries. Hey, baby. You hungry?
Why is she squishing them?
Are you hungry?
Safer, something? Hundreds of stalkers. What she considers stalkers is just hate. And she deserves hate. So just people who hate watch her. That's what gets you paid, ladies. You should be thanking them.
This is the current state of my living room, y'all. I messed up. I am surrounded by toys and books and get you guys talking in my comments, which brings me more money. So keep wondering if I lost custody of her.
See?
I did. I lost custody of all my kids. I cook every night for just myself and pretend that I'm plating food for them.
I don't know about that. Anyway, again, this is a new era of trash creators creating trash on purpose to get paid, and they're not going to survive long, but they also, again, they are detrimental to real society. They're real people struggling, and they take real people's struggles and they make them their own. They'll take like a narrative that's been going on in the world, and they'll make a video and they'll monetize it. It takes a special kind of disgusting piece of shit to do that, by the way. Especially that Mama C one. She's the worst of them all. Again, silver lining, they're not going to last. Obviously, TikTok eventually will ban them because they get so many hate comments and so many reports that they'll just eventually have to ban them. That's just how this goes. So take some solace in knowing that that's where they're going. So these are the rage baiters a lot of people have been asking me to cover, and so hope you did some justice. If you got videos I should look at on these creators, you let me know. Maybe they'll come into Snarkness and we'll have some fun. Okay, everybody take a deep Alex the ball breath. Ew. You're going to die young. And the teethless wonder up there, put your teeth in your head, please, for the love of Pete. Like, we don't want to see that shit. That's nasty. Get a life. Touch grass and shit. But not you. You are my grass that I touch. That sounded bad. Sorry. I won't touch your grass. So anyway, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Hope you have a swell day. Get some baking done, because your baking is delicious. Okay? And happy Thanks freaking giving to you. And I'll see you when I see you.